Imagine making $1 million in just 30 days. Intrigued? Meet Billie Estes, a man who claims he can do just that. Billie Estes, a name synonymous with swindling, sits at an Olive Garden in Abilene, Texas, enjoying his first day of freedom in 27 years. Surrounded by family, Billie is in high spirits, his showboating nature on full display as he jokes with the waitress. Years ago, one of his lawyers described him as an unmade bed, and at 64, the description still fits. Despite his disheveled appearance, Billie's mind is sharp, always plotting his next big move. He takes off his glasses, covers his eyes, and says, "I'm just going to live one day at a time," embodying his mysterious persona. What Billie doesn't know is that another prosecutor is preparing to indict him for yet another phony deal. In the 60s, he got into trouble for borrowing money using 33,500 non-existent fertilizer tanks as security. Convicted of mail fraud and conspiracy in 1979, Billie violated his parole and went to prison a second time. Now, he may be in trouble again, this time involving stolen blueprints from a trailer company. But tonight, Billie is a happy man, musing about money and deals over Italian food. He claims, not many people can handle money. For some, money is death. It's hard to reconcile this man with history's characterization of him as one of the shrewdest swindlers of all time. A few weeks earlier, a bizarre coincidence brought the narrator face to face with one of Billie's old partners, Fred Michaelis. Fred, an Austin hobo, claims to have an extrasensory kind of communication with Billie. Fred met Billie in 1975 and became his chauffeur and confidant, living at his house for 4 years. Fred was known as Fred the Front, believed by the government to be fronting all of Estes deals. Despite his hobo appearance, Fred insists that he and Billie have a deep, unspoken understanding. Billie made his first deal with Santa Claus at 7 years old, asking for a lamb and turning it into a profitable venture. By age 9, he was managing his own business affairs, always aiming higher than his father's farm. At 15, he executed a bold deal involving surplus grain, making $38,000 by the time he was 18. By the mid-50s, Billie was legitimately rich, but his venture into manufacturing fertilizer tanks led to his downfall. He swindled finance companies out of $24 million by listing 33,500 non-existent tanks. Even when the FBI and USDA were investigating, he believed his political connections would save him. Billie's relationship with Lyndon Johnson was complex, with claims of political protection and demands for cash. In private moments, Billie wonders what if he had exposed everything he knew about Johnson. Pam, Billie's daughter, is every inch her father's daughter, sharing his energy and love of drama. Pam and Billie are currently in the t-shirt business, selling quirky messages like, "Don't just stand there, love me." Despite his past, Billie insists his mission is to help the poor, seeing himself as a modern-day Robin Hood. He developed a 12-step program for getting rich, filled with contradictions but reflecting his life's philosophy. Even now, Billie dreams of making it big again, always ready for the next deal. From riches to rags and back again, Billie Estes' story is far from over. Stay tuned for more tales of the ultimate wheeler dealer.